Do you want to increase your online course sale and also upsell your other content and products and be close to customer to know the future demands and trends? If that is the case, then this video is going to be helpful on that. And just a quick introduction, my name is Ajay Nayak and I am in this teaching and content business from past 15 years. I'm also the co-founder of UFFC and technology platform, where I have made a lot of money selling online courses, supporting my audience and nurturing their requirement with my content. Now in this video, I'm going to share my experience, how I was able to sustain my business over downtime and over so many years. Now before we actually go there, I just want to address what are the scenario we have at present. Now at present, you as a content creator might be using your online courses, which may be screen recorded, or you have some dashboard camera setup or DSLR camera setup, and you create this content, and this content takes anywhere from few weeks to few months. And if you are perfectionist, then it might also take 1 or 2 years to make one single course. Now you have your own community. It can be your technology community like Python audience, your front-end technologies like React, Angular, and can be back-end like courses like your cloud database or your DynamoDB, Oracle DB, and many more niches like that. Or it can be your non-technical audience, maybe soft skill based community where you teach them soft skills, communication, and how they can be more effective in communication and productivity. Or can be your artistic community where you teach them Photoshops, Adobe Premiere Pro, video editing and whatnot. There can be multiple different niches where you might be having your community or audience. And having 1 or 2 niches is good, because if you are trying to do multiple topics, then you might not be able to identify what audience to be associated with. So it is always advisable to have 1 or 2 niches or a specific market to which you address your courses. Now you might have 2 or 3 courses, or you might have 50 to 100 courses. So there are instructors who also have multiple courses which they sell in online platform like Udemy, Skillshare, or you might have also used platform like Teachable, Thinkific, Podia to create your own online platform. Now that is definitely going to cost you and is going to be high maintenance, but most likely you might have heard about Udemy or Skillshare. So those platforms you might be using to host your online courses, from where you can earn money if your courses are in demand. Now what happens here is you don't have any direct linkage with your audience. Now you spend months or weeks planning your courses, preparing your courses, and you have to basically get things correct. Like, is the market ready for the content which you are going to cover within the course? If you are going to include certain topics, is the market ready for that? Will they pay you for those topics? And is competition not too much? Are there too many YouTube videos for that topic? Are there many blogs or books which are freely available? Then nobody is going to buy your content, because everyone is going to go for those free content, and then you might not be able to sell your courses. So that is a few things which you have to keep in mind. You have to do your market research, and you have to, at the end of the day, take a risk. And this risk should be worth your time, because you're going to spend time, money, and energy to create your content. Now this risk will be rewarding only if your course sells and makes a lot of money. So this all only can be known by you after you have launched your courses, or you create a very small course or a small pilot course and you basically launch it. Even if you are launching a small pilot course, it's going to take you at least 1 or 2 months. That is what the timeline for me was when I used to create small pilot courses for my audience. Now in this all setup, the money is something which you make if you succeed in doing all this correctly, and you basically have to compete with other creators who might get the concept from you, and they basically create their own courses with the same topic, and there is no one stopping them. So how you can make this money, get a surety that you are going to make money with the courses, and you're going to also make sure that your content is going to be relevant over time and again. So these are the multiple problems which as a content creator you might face on a daily basis. Now, what is the solution for that? So the solution is quite simple. You have to create a channel between you, who is creating the content, and your customer. And your customer basically have their community. They are interested in certain topics, and you have to keep your focus within one or two communities. Now, if you are scaling up, then it's a other factor. You already are dominant player and you want to get started in other community. For example, you already are a dominant player in UI front-end technology, and there are a lot of people who are demanding your courses, and you have saturated the market. Now you want to move on to the back end where you want to add new customers, then it's a other thing. But when you are basically not the dominant player, not the number one player in that community, and want to basically grow with that community, then the most important aspect is to have a direct channel. Now how you can use this channel? Now, when you are having a channel, then you can basically also give free ebooks, and this ebooks can be your content in a text format, or you can have the downloadable, which are part of the course, which are present in your channel. So this will basically drive traffic from your course to your channel. Now, once you have the traffic in your channel, then your customer will be aware that this is the channel where you can be reached one-to-one. And when they take your courses, they will definitely want to get attached to you one-to-one. Now, when you have your audience connected with you one-to-one, then you can basically ask them what will be their next topic for learning, and you can prepare your content as per their interest, which have a high probability of making money and high probability of getting sales, getting the orders which you are looking for. Now, on top of that, when you are connected with your community, then you will also have advantage of upselling your other content. And this is where one instructor or one content creator makes the most of the money or get most of the orders, the upsell. If you have a good course 1, then your customer is also going to buy your good course 2 if they like the content, if they found the course 1 to be helpful. Now, I'm talking mostly about the technical courses, which is my domain, which will be also relevant in your customer and in your niche. I have seen the upsell getting more sales if I launch a new course. Most of the time, whenever I ask my audience what is the next topic which you might be interested in, and they tell me some topic, and I put my effort on this new topic and launch it, then existing audience buy my courses on a single day. I get the maximum orders which I might not be able to get if I just do marketing on Google or Facebook ads or my YouTube channels. So the upsell is a very powerful medium to get sales of your new content, and this content have a shelf life. Now, like your stories or fictional writing, you might not have a shelf life, but in case of your technical courses, the technology keeps on advancing, then you have to make money and recover the cost before the course are obsolete. Now, this is also one of the big challenges, that when the courses are obsolete, not all the content will be obsolete. For example, if you have a course and only some part of those course is obsolete, let's say 20%, and by just replacing this 20%, you can basically make the course sellable again. And most of the time, you will not realize that the customers are not buying because this 20% is obsolete. You will say that, okay, the entire course is not selling, so the entire course is not worth to put time to be updated. So when you know that only this 20% part is to be updated and my entire course will be again sellable. So sometimes this information and insights can only come up if we are directly engaged with the customer one to one, if we listen to them and understand what they are saying. So this is very important when you are a content creator, to have the power of upselling and to know when to upgrade your course and when to just have a quick fix upgrade to the course, and instead of creating a brand new alternate course. So this is some of the aspect which is just the tip of the iceberg, which you as a content creator can use and get the maximum return out of your effort as a content creator. Now, how you can do it? There are multiple ways which you can use to reach to your goals. Now, the first is to have a blog, and this blog basically acts as a channel or a YouTube channel, and I can basically serve my audience. I can basically write my own blogs, I can provide my downloadables or ebooks in my blog, and I can have this setup done. Now, the challenge which you will face there is you have to maintain the blog. There will be yearly upgrades. You have to also buy the domain names. You have to have the hosting provider, the domain provider, and also have to make sure that your blog is having the SSL certificate. And when you open the blog for any comments, then you have to also take care of the spams. You have to delete the spams or delete the spams which you get with extra plugins. Most probably you might be using WordPress, and when you are using WordPress, then you have to use Akismet plugin. You have to also use other plugins to make the blog look and feel as per your brand. And then you also have to make sure that you have other providers, other plugins like Yoast plugin, which will make your SEO better. So there are a lot of work which involves in maintaining and creating a blog. You have to do everything properly, and over a period of time, if everything is proper, then you might get the result, which is getting a higher SEO on certain key terms, and this terms is what will be what your blog will be ranking and will be bringing the new audience to your online course. Now, this all can take from few months to 1 or 2 years to get everything right, and will require a considerable initial time investment in setting those up and maintaining it. You have to also be responsible for taking backups time to time and keep updating the content time to time. Now, all this will also require a back-end email solution where you have to store the email, and these email providers which stores your email like MailChimp, Aweber, there are multiple options which you have, which will be having a monthly or a yearly subscription fees, which is not cheap, which will take considerable amount of money, time and energy to set up the automation, to set up the broadcast, to set up all the things as per your requirement. And this can take easily up to few months to 1 or 2 years for all this to get it right. So this is what will be basically your total setup, and you have to then get considerable amount of sales to recover the cost and also maintain the entire infrastructure with the help of your virtual assistants, which you have to find in Upwork, and then it becomes a full-time tedious activity apart from your online content creation. Now, you as a content creator should be focused on finding the next trend or next trending topic which your audience might be interested in learning, which is where you make money instead of actually supporting and maintaining and creating all this infrastructure. So this can be a nightmare if you are new to all these things. If you have already set up all these things, you might someday will feel that the baggage of the entire infrastructure, which can be little overwhelming, which I have felt many a times. So I do have a team, but the extra cost of the team also will be one of the aspects which I have to always keep in mind. When I sell, I have to basically break even at least to support my infrastructure, to support my staff. So this is something which is a fixed cost and which can be a burden for you as a content creator. Now, what are the alternative to all this thing? Is there any alternative? Now, the other solution and alternative to this is having the Uptorial setup. Now, what is Uptorial? and why as a content creator you will be interested in this. Now, what is Uptorial and how it can give me the opportunity to create this channel with my audience, which I can use to grow my business. Now, Uptorial is built with community first approach, which you can basically use to create your own community. Now, when you create a course, it can be launched either in Udemy, which is one of the largest platform of courses, or in Skillshare, or you have your own platform, or there are multiple other platforms which you can use where you can host your content. Now, in this platform, the audience are their audience. You don't have any audience. You have a account which you can use to create your content. Now with Uptorial, you basically will be first creating your group, and your group is your community. And within this community, you can add your followers, and you can also get organic followers. Now, how you can get organic followers? Now you have the capacity to write blogs, and these blogs will be getting a good amount of SEO based on the server side rendering, which is SSR, and SSG, which is server side generation of content. We use SSG and SSR to provide you a better SEO. Now with SEO, you can easily rank on certain keywords and you can get organic traffic over a period of time. And you also has a inbuilt storefront. Now within this inbuilt storefront, you have capacity to add your product. You can see here, there are certain T items, which is added to show you in a fun way the example, but you can also add your course, which is somewhere hosted in Udemy, Skillshare, or other platform, or it can be your own platform, and you can add multiple courses and content. You can add discount to those content, and you can provide links, description, and a lot of other things which you can provide in your simple and nice looking storefront. Now this storefront has the drag and drop capability as well, so you can arrange all your product which you are recommending to your community very easily and very quickly. So this storefront we also call as a product page because it's a nice and clear. All the audience which you have will have no confusion in understanding what are the content which you are recommending to your audience. Now your audience can also bring more audience by sharing your group to other channels and medium if they found the content to be helpful for them. Now what we have also found, as an experienced content creator, you are constantly creating content and you are constantly nurturing your community. Now when this happens, then over a period of time, you want someone from your community to give you the content which can not only provide them with financial reward, but also you with financial reward. For example, I have a audience member who is very motivated to create content on my behalf, or who want to support my community because he's already part of this community and want to contribute. Now I can also go ahead and allow him this opportunity, which is going to be financially rewarding to the person and also my brand, because I'm going to get updated courses, new courses. So this is some of the aspect which as a content creator you will experience after you have already spent time in your niche and have already built the community, which can basically is a self-thriving community. So you can allow other audience or new audience to contribute on your behalf to your community. So these are the major benefit of Uptorial, and as a content creator, it is one of the essential platform you can use to grow your online content business. Now, the surprising aspect here is also that it is free. Now they are free for limited time. If you go and sign up now, create your account, create your community, later on you might be charged for this. So I will say this is the best time to sign up for Uptorial. Not only you can reserve your own group name as you want it, because once the traffic is there, the group names are taken, then you have to take different group names because the group names are unique in Uptorial. So the best time to create your group and to create your community within Uptorial is now, when the features are free, when you can choose any group name as per your business or your niche. So the creation of account is very simple and straightforward. You just need an email account. You provide your email and your name. Then after verification of your email, you have to create a group, which is your community. And once you create the group, then we will be checking if it is not a spam group, if it is a legit group. So this is a quality check which we perform to maintain high quality standard of the group. Once the group is approved by us, that will happen within 1 or 2 business days. Then you can go ahead to add your products, to write your blog, and the blogs here are with Markdown editor. So the benefit of Markdown is that this is similar to HTML, where you can create blogs with nice looking UI images, which can also be represented in a Markdown code. If you already have Markdown blogs, you can just copy paste those code and you will have a new blog and a tutorial. Now the Markdown is also the language which is used by GitHub and multiple other blogs and Medium, where you have some advanced feature compared to plain simple text blogs. Now apart from blogs, you can also add followers. You can also promote your followers as editors and allow them to have edit access. They can reach you, they can contribute you in your content. And there are a lot of other features which will be also made live, because a tutorial is made for instructors and content creator who want to create and serve community. Now this is essential because in today's time, we have so much noise and clutter. As a content creator, you need to build those audience, build those connection, build those business opportunity for your future and your present. So if you are interested in creating an account with Uptutorial, then I will highly recommend to see the playlist recommended. Now this playlist is a simple small videos which will guide you through the process of creating your account, which is also straightforward. Now, I thank you for watching this entire content, and if you find this content helpful, then please share this video with your friends and coworker, and also give us a thumbs up. And if you have any further question regarding your content business, then you can also comment. I would be personally able to reply to your comment. And please subscribe to this channel so it will allow us to reach more audience. Thank you for watching this video and have a good day.